I had a guy, an ex, I couldn't stop thinking about.
Really?
He was a musician, too. All the things Jack isn't.
The best revenge is to live your best life because she will always come back. But do you look good? Welcome to Manager Highlights Daily. Sex Life episode 4 has a lot of things to unpack, and we wanted to highlight this particular scene because when we say she will always come back, it's not necessarily physically knocking on your door or giving you a phone call. This scene is a great example that shows us that you won't necessarily know when a woman comes back into your life. Patreon supporter salute! You know how this works. To avoid copyright claims, we have to freeze and or censor the footage. Original video will be on Patreon. Now let's chant. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do. Because we manning, we manning, we.
I don't know. Honey, we get it.
I had a guy, an ex, I couldn't stop thinking about.
Really?
He was a musician, too. All the things Jack isn't, and let's be honest, will never be. He had a guru. We lived together on an ashram in Goa. Can you imagine me there?
Oh my God, I can't, at all.
I only ate chickpeas and rice for about 6 months, but I was so in love. I would have done anything.
People have the tendency to remember the good times. It has been suggested that people have a natural tendency to focus on the positive aspects of their past in order to maintain a positive outlook on life and avoid dwelling on negative experiences. Did you have good times in your relationship? Let's take it a step further. Did you have great times in your relationship? If a woman feels great in a relationship, she will always remember, and that's why she will always go back to those memories. She will always come back to you. Now this clip gives us a great example of what that looks like.
Of course, that never lasts. The breakup was nuclear. I didn't think about him for years, and one day, couldn't get him out of my head. Same as you. So I looked him up, found him on Facebook.
Bingo! Your ex might not come back to you, knocking on your door begging you to take her back, but she will be thinking about you, and in modern times, she'll be looking for you on social media. It's interesting because she said she never thought about him for years, and one day she couldn't stop thinking about him. There's a high chance that this happens when a woman is in her early 30s. In this case, she's married. So now she wonders if her husband Jack is the best she can do. Her sexual market value is dropping. The attention from men is on a decline, and she now comes to the realization that she has little time to catch the perfect mate. So now she goes back to her past, the good old memories. Women are keeping tabs on your social media accounts. When I was in the trenches doing my research, I heard countless stories from women talking about how they look at their ex's profiles from time to time. They know exactly what's going on in his life. When the breakup was messy, they would use their best friend's account to check on him. Now pay attention to what happens.
Turns out, he works in the concrete business now. He's fat, he's bald, just like his dad. Believe me, I got real fast about how good I have it and how much I love my husband.
She had to look back just to make sure she made the right choice, and she got her confirmation because he was not the Chad she used to remember. The guy that made her feel special. Keywords: bald and fat. We expose the double standards all the time. Lizzo is not interested in dating a male version of herself. This body positivity movement is a one-way street. A concrete business is considered boring. We highlighted a tech talk with the profession that scored the highest on dating apps. Check this out.
The correlation between the two is pretty remarkable. It really is, the higher your salary, the more women like you. On a side note, there are some exceptions to this rule. There are some jobs Doesn't matter how high the salary is, just don't seem to garner a lot of ladies' attention. And they are engineers, scientists, and HR. Sorry, guys.
There is good money in the concrete business. Personally, I've made a lot of money in a field that doesn't make women's punani leaking, but I did not do it for them. My bills are paid. Student loan debt paid off. But as you can see, she only mentioned superficial things. That's exactly what these movies and series do. Why do you think women are breaking records taking antidepressants? These TikTok videos, Instagram posts, where everything looks shiny, speaks to every woman's fantasy. The experience of the Disney fairy tale. Their lives are considered dull compared to fantasy. She looked at her ex and he didn't represent that fantasy. But she looked. She went back. But she only realized how good her husband is after her ex didn't measure up. A lot of women don't know what they have until it's gone. Watch our video, Debunked. Where have all the good men gone? They never left. Women just don't see them. Link in the description.
Oh, Billy, you should do that. Facebook, Google. I promise it'll be the end of the fantasy.
Yeah. Sometime, let's do that.
Now here's the kicker. What if her ex did look good? That's exactly the look on Billy's face. Her chat still represents the fantasy, that Disney fairy tale. We're gonna link this article called "My Ex-Husband is Hotter Than Ever and It's Pissing Me Off." There are many stories like this on the internet. Ex-husband, ex-boyfriend looks good and women don't like it. This is how you get revenge on your ex. Don't bother with them. Eat healthy. Work out. Follow your dreams. Stay on your purpose. They will notice. They cannot help it. Women's nature is about having it all. And it's sad because that is impossible.
Is that him? I should probably take this outside. This has to stop. I'm done.
I don't think you are done. In fact, I think you're enjoying this way too much.
No. This is all you.
Really? Then how come your husband came to see me today?
Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.